News 3 bringing you special coverage in the days leading up to UVA playing in a Final Four for the first time in 35 years.
News 3 Sports Director Adam Winkler traveled to Minnesota today. All right, Wink, how are you keeping yourself busy before the teams get there?
Hey, we're pretty good at finding ways to entertain ourselves. Good evening, Les. Good evening, Barbara. Greetings from Lakeville, Minnesota, Kingsley Lake. Yes, we are here in Minnesota for the Final Four. But you know what? UVA isn't even in town yet, so we take a little bit of a field trip. We were standing on this exact spot, same location, 14 months ago when News 3 was up here in the Bold North for coverage of Super Bowl 52. But the lake behind me, here behind the Chart House restaurant, it didn't look like this back then. Here's some video of what it looked like in February of 2018 with temperatures in the 20s. In the dead of winter, we used Kingsley Lake to snowmobile and play some golf, ice golf. But come on, respectable journalists, make sure to tell both sides of the story, right? So we're bringing you the latest chapter. After one of the coldest winters in years, spring has sprung here in beautiful Minnesota. So once again, we play golf, just real golf. And not ice golf. Rather than playing on a lake, we visit Legends Golf Club, where they are stoked because Friday they open for the season.
Golf inside.
Okay.
We got golfers like crazy here. The highest number of golfers per capita any other state in the nation.
In the nation?
Yeah. We have lots of golf courses. We have one golf course for every 11,000 people in the state. I think something like that.
In Minnesota, if it's 40 in October, you wear a sweater. If it's 40 in April, you wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, clearly we aren't locals because it's 40 and I'm regretting not wearing my long underwear. Now, coming up during News 3 at 6 p.m. during the Geico Sports Report, we have some more outdoor fun here in Minneapolis. Not to give it away, but let's just say your boy's throwing an axe. Be sure and tune in next hour. We're live from Minnesota covering the Final Four and some other stuff. I'm Adam Winkler. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Now, News 3 Sports with Adam Winkler.
Hello and welcome inside the Geico Sports Report, coming to you live from Minnesota, site of this weekend's NCAA basketball Final Four. Now, the University of Virginia, playing in its first Final Four in 35 years, does not arrive to Minneapolis until later tonight. So we're here in Lakeville, Minnesota, doing a bit of a follow-up story. Now, you might remember 14 months ago when we were in Minnesota to cover Super Bowl 52, we take a field trip to Kingsley Lake. Now, unlike in February 2018 when temperatures were in the high 20s, today, much more spring-like. But folks, we're talking spring in Minnesota. We're in the 40s. Now, since snowmobiling and ice golf are out of the question, we find another outdoor activity to give us some local flavor. Are we throwing hatchets while on the clock? You bet your axe we are.
I do kind of feel like, you know, a little bit of a lumberjack, a little bit of a Viking. Like, is this sort of a native activity?
I mean, it is. It's definitely one of those things where when we first started the Battle Axe Company, I believe it was 2 years ago now, I had no idea axe throwing was a big thing.
We've been out here chunking axes for several minutes now, man. Haven't seen a single axe stick in your board. Is this a bit of a hoax to get people to come back? This is your master business plan or what?
This is not a hoax. Like I said, I think definitely if we were able to put in the time, be able to work with one of our experts, I promise you it'd be a lot better.
Ain't throwing axes.
Now, you didn't think we'd come all the way to Minnesota, chunk some hatchets, and leave without me sticking one, did you? Bingo! I might not be Paul Bunyan, but I am no quitter either. Darn near run out of daylight, but I finally hit one. As we come back out here live, folks, you might remember last year during our Super Bowl coverage, we signed off our Geico Sports Report by peeling off in a snowmobile. Well, we showed you no snow this year, hence no snowmobile, but consistency is key in television. Mike, let's go. Signing off from the Geico Sports Report at Kingsley Lake in Lakeville, Minnesota, I am Adam Winkler. Back to you in the studio.
I'm scared of you, Wink, with that axe.
He's having too much fun to
Yes,
call it
he
work.
is. Good for him. We'll be right back.